Assalamu alaikum, dear audience. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to discuss the writing module of PTE. So let's get started. There are two main tasks in the writing module. One is the summarized written text, in which you have to summarize a passage into one single line. It is a very easy task if you can do it properly, and it won't take you a lot of time. There are certain tricks that you have to follow for this particular segment. And then there is write essay. For this, I will recommend you to not go beyond 250 words because you will make errors and there's very limited time. So in order to be in the exact time frame, you shouldn't go beyond 250 words and follow a proper format of writing the essay. To score well in the writing section, you need to understand the scoring criteria. For the summarized written text, you need to make sure that the summary is written in one sentence without the need of forming another sentence. This is the trick that you have to follow in the summarized written text. The second thing is the grammar and the spelling. You need to make sure if you are using any kind of proper nouns, they have to be in capital letters, and the commas and the full stops have to be in the right places. Vocabulary and coherence is very, very important in this section. So, you, in order to score well, your vocabulary should be proper and it should be used in the right place in the sentence. Summarized written text is all about strategy. The strategy is to write the entire summary in one sentence with using only one full stop in the end. The main idea is if you find two sentences that make sense, you can join them by using connectors such as and, but, while. Moreover, although these are the connectors that you can use, and you need to focus on the key points when you see the passage and you find two sentences that make sense, you can use it and convert it into one sentence for this question. So this is the whole idea of summarized written text. Many students, including myself as a child, used to struggle with essay writing, and I still find essay writing very boring. In order to make it more precise for you and to make it easy for your understanding, there are three parts of an essay. One is introduction, then there is the body, and the conclusion. In introduction, you try to develop a concept of what you're writing about. In the body of the paragraph, you develop the essence of the essay, and the conclusion, you say the final call and then conclude your essay. So, in order to make your essay writing better, I recommend you reading newspaper and read about the current topics such as global warming or education, things like that. This will give you a basic grasp of things that are important about discussions in essay, and also the recurrent topics that can come up in the PTE exam. So your word limit should not be beyond 250 words. Make sure that you at least cover 200 words while you're writing, or maximum 250 words. I won't recommend you going beyond that because then you will make errors, and it's very important to manage your time. So you should take these factors into account while writing. For those students who struggle with essay writing, ChatGPT and Gemini are your best friends. Ask Gemini or ChatGPT for essay prediction files. It is a good way to brainstorm for the ideas and how different topics are written. Give it any topic, it will help you with that a lot. Just uh, don't cram through it. I will suggest get the idea and write it in your own words. Learn the grammar, learn the concept, learn the body, how it's written, the introduction, the passage, and everything. This will improve your essay writing as well as generate ideas in your head. It's a good way to learn and it's a time saving hack. In academic writing, I'll suggest that you use do not instead of don't and cannot instead of can't. Try to avoid it as much as you can because it's the standard. And in complex sentences, there should be a combination of simple and compound structures in your writing. That will make you a more professional writer, and try to practice that as much as you can. And adding a variety of words and not making it very redundant is also a good strategy. I will recommend you to read uh, your final product when you have done your summarized written text or essay. After you're done writing, you have to proofread and check for any kind of errors. Make sure that you have not made any spelling mistakes or inverted comma error or any kind of comma that is missing, because that will make you lose marks. And if you don't proofread, you will lose marks for silly mistakes. So this is the one thing that will allow you to save points from losing. For practice, I'll also recommend you channels to follow that are ETU Language, Language Academy, PTE Magic, and Grammarly. Each of these have their own unique way of teaching, and one resource is never enough. So I'll recommend you going through all these channels for the practice material. They'll give you a good idea, and this will allow you to score better in exam. For getting your desired scores, it is very important to practice on these apps. This will allow you to know your actual position before booking for the real exam. And if you have any questions, you can email me or write it in the comments. I will be happy to help you out. And thank you for reaching the end of this video.